Now, calm returned to the Mathare slums after a day of chaos. Mathare has experienced at least 4 attacks in as many weeks, putting it in the limelight as rival groups launch attacks and counterattacks. A section of residents have blamed the state of affairs on ethnic tensions, while others point accusing fingers at politicians. Just what ails Mathare? KTN's Wilkils Tanyabwa reports.
To the ordinary onlooker, Mathare seems no different from any of Nairobi's informal settlements. Its inhabitants busy trying to eke a living under the harsh glare of the Nairobi sun, but the charred remains of the last 4 arson attacks and the tension that hangs in the air tell the story of an area that is simmering, and it all began with this bridge. This bridge serves as a boundary of sorts, marking the divide between groups that have in recent weeks launched attacks and counterattacks against each other, while they level accusations against each other. The latest attack would take place less than 10 meters from here. The attacks that have occurred in recent weeks have centered around Mathare Section 3C and 4B, and the bridge that separates the two areas. Individuals who live in 4B have to pass through 3C to get home.
We alight the road at the road, that is where 3C starts. So if you are crossing to the other side, 4B, you have to pass through 3C from the road.
Section 3C has a high population of people drawn from the Kikuyu community, while Section 4B is inhabited largely by members of the Luo community. The bridge in between is the domain of a group of youth reported to terrorize passers-by. On Tuesday night, the group of youth targeted a man who was headed to 4B and stabbed him. Later that night, a group from 4B executed a revenge attack.
Guys who stay in 3B came to 3C and torched some houses. And in the process, I think 1 person died.
The spate of crime now taking the form of what could pass as an ethnic dispute, yet residents claim it is not.
Hii usalama siyo ya ukabila. Hii usalama ni dhidi ya vijana wale wamekataa kazi.
Fears abound that as the country heads towards the elections, the perception that there may be ethnic tensions at play renders Mathare residents vulnerable to manipulation by politicians.
Politicians will come and go, but the locals will remain. And once elections are over, it is the locals who will live there forever.
Locals clinging to the explanation that Mathare's problems can be attributed to the unresolved issue of crime, but warning that if left unchecked, the dispute may mutate to take on a life of its own. Wilkils Tanyabwa, KTN Prime.